Master Gengen. This is the friend of the Exarch I was telling you about.
Very good, very good. Though friend or no, all are welcome in Mordsook.
Souk is Mordish for city. As things stand, this souk boasts the largest and busiest marketplace in all Amon-Rellik. You'll find ore from the mines here, of course, but all manner of other things too, many of them rare. As I told you before, not many visit Amon-Rellik by choice, but Mordsook's a different story. Merchants come from miles around to purchase the relics the Mord dig up.
Aye, that they do. For Mords do not dismiss the spoils of the earth. We clean them and polish them and reveal to the world their true value. That is why they come here, come from far away, come with much money. And so our souk is always busy, busy, busy. No such thing as a thing no one needs.
You say that every time, Master Gengen. Some sort of family motto, wasn't it? Or perhaps a Mord philosophy, for which we should all be very grateful. Would that everyone was so willing to take in refugees regardless of race or creed. Now then, if you intend to spend any time here, you'll want to gain the trust of the locals. And there's a little custom all newcomers are expected to observe.
The cracking of the coin purse. You buy one thing from the market. Price can be low or high, just as long as you buy.
As the good Mord says. In fact, the Exarch sent a little something to cover this very expense. A Verbert gold piece, no less. The first I've held in years.
Verbert gold? Real Verbert gold?
Here, newcomer! Crack your coin purse with me!
Oh no, you want my goods, newcomer. I have jars and pots all smooth and shiny. Over here!
Come and look!
You buy, you buy.
Enough of that! Calm, I say! This one must still journey through the barrens. Nothing bulky, nothing heavy, no pots. Nothing better for the road than a full belly. Spend that piece at Ronron's place, yes? Eat for 3 before you leave.
Okay. I had no idea I had been muted all that time, but alright. We're here and we're doing it. Sorry, there wasn't much time to shout a warning. Were you bitten? Those things can be nasty. And yet hardly a match for you, it seems. I always thought LSA was strong, but in her mind, she was never... now it makes sense. Well, we should push on. It'd be best if you scout ahead and clear out any coyotes that have her scent. I'll wait here so you can fight without any distractions. I had no idea I was running that whole quest without saying without anything coming through. I was like, dang it. When I noticed that my voice wasn't being picked up, I was like, what the hell? Where am I going? Oh, over here? Let's go. There we go. All right. Twitch. Oh, thank goodness you're back. I could hear the howling and snarling from here. Frightful creatures. Let's hope the rest have seen your handiwork and know to avoid us now. I need to get these supplies back to the inn. Well, at least you were able to listen to this good old music undisturbed by my voice. No. This is it. Thanks to you, I didn't have to drop my shopping even once. Come to think of it, I'm glad I didn't make the trip alone. It seems you ended up escorting me. I'll have to repay the favor somehow. But first, let's head inside, shall we? Okay. But then at the same time, I'm just trying to get through the rest of that first part of the quest, doing that little running for that dude and stuff. So, I guess now is when the commentary really means something. If I can find Alizé! Welcome to the inn at Journey's Head. You might be our first visitor from the Crystarium since Alizé arrived. It's not much, but it's home for the afflicted and a handful of carers. Afflicted? You don't know? I don't think I've met anyone besides Alizé who was so unfamiliar with our situation here. Most folks have grown up knowing someone who knew someone. I might leave out something obvious, so it may be best to have Alizé give you the full explanation. Okay. Where's Alizé? But before we do anything, where's Alizé? You bumpkin? Tessling casts her gaze around the inn, hoping to spot Alizé. Now, where is she? I think she might be out on patrol. You could wait, I suppose, but why not go and surprise her? She usually takes a look at things from the watchtower first, so you might be able to catch her there. It's not far. Head south, head out the south side, and you'll soon see it. I'll stay behind in case she comes back while you're gone. Whoa! Oh, that's bright. Oh, that's fucking bright. Whoa, that's fucking bright. Fields of amber. Yo, look at that. That's nuts. That's like beautiful, yet at the same time scary and terrifying. That's beautiful though. Look at that. That's a whole kind of vibe right there. It's a whole kind of vibe. Know what I need, baby. Know what I need. Yeah. Ooh. LSA is nowhere to be seen, but you spot fresh footprints on the ground, and they look to be about the right size. Nightfall. What is up with these folks? Curve on to the west. In a mess of disturbed sand. Alice, eh?
Get back here! Is that... It can't be.
Impressive.
Just a lesser sin eater. Nothing to write home about. I knew you'd turn up sooner or later, but I had been hoping for sooner. How are you?
Alice, baby girl, it's been a minute. Been a while. Got sucked into a weird dimension, and now I'm in this place with this jive and music. I just can't seem to stop listening to. Doom, 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 boom, boom. It's hypnotizing me, girl.
You fought them to a standstill, then? The Exarch did say that the Empire seemed to have drawn back when he last looked in on the source. But without knowing for sure how fast time was passing there, I couldn't help worrying that a lot might have happened since then. I'm heartily relieved to hear that it hasn't, just as Alphino must have been. As you can imagine, both he and Urianger were desperate to hear the news from home when I arrived. I haven't actually seen Thancred and Y'shtola yet, but they will have heard all the latest developments from the Exarch by now, or should have at least. When I think of how frantic Tataru and the others must be, I want nothing more than to rush back and reassure them. But we still haven't found a way to reverse the summoning. And even if we had, we couldn't just ignore Urianger's vision. He may use 10 words where one would suffice, and they may often obscure as much as they reveal. But on this matter, he was as clear as day. I do not doubt for one moment that he saw what he claims. Nor how difficult it must have been to speak about them. The 8th Umbral Calamity and your death aren't exactly topics for idle conversation. As much as I might want to go home, I don't want to go home to that. We can't allow the rejoining to happen, which means we have to save the first from the Sin Eaters.
All right, then.
That great wall of white is a remnant of the flood. 100 years ago, the balance in the first tipped decisively in favor of light. From that moment, it rose and swelled with each passing day, and then, without warning, it burst forth like water from a broken dam. A colossal wave of pure light, drowning everything in its wake. Only Norvrant was spared. For the most part, living things are composed of ether of various different aspects. But when exposed to such a flood, their etheric harmony is shattered, and their natural form breaks down. Then they either perish, or are warped into mindless abominations. Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood.
Damn.
Once the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether, and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They...
No!
Yes, that's how the Sin Eaters came to be. They were once living creatures, or people, that were caught in the path of the flood.
Okay, we're back.
Once
we're back.
the change is wrought, there is no going back. In that instant, they are gripped by an insatiable appetite for ether, and will happily gorge themselves on any living thing within reach. But even that is not the worst of it. The stronger Sin Eaters can plant light in us, like seeds in soil, corrupting our ether, and triggering the birth of new monstrosities. They are creatures of base instinct, that exist only to feed and to multiply. They feel no pity, know no remorse, and are utterly deaf to reason. Which is why they must be destroyed. Every last one of them. The infirmary is full of the Sin Eater's victims, left here to spend their final hours waiting for the change to overtake them.
Damn. Alice, baby. Finally found you, girl. It's a matter of time. For some, that's for others. Those patients will all become monsters in the end. Right! Ow. Those patients will all become monsters in the end, and to add insult to injury, the afflicted are feared, shunned, cast out of society, and exiled here into the edge of the world. The only good thing I have to say about this hellish place is that it has served me well as a training ground. Tesleen and the others have also been kind enough to share their knowledge of the Sin Eaters. With this knowledge I can now share with you, while you help me finish my patrol, of course. Alright, here's what we'll do. I'll take the east side of the inn and you clear the west. That way, you can have an undiluted experience of the resident horrors. These marks on your map are the usual trouble spots. You can assume that any beast with a white hide or carapace is a Sin Eater, but you'll know for sure soon enough when they start slathering after your ether. Remember, it's kill or be killed with these monsters. Once you've slain whatever is probably out there, we can rendezvous back at the north entrance. Good hunting. Okay. You know what? I should eat. There you go. Got disconnected there. Luckily, I was able to get back in the game easy enough. Didn't want to make this into two, but I'm gonna have to put these two together. I didn't want to miss that cutscene. Okay. There's nothing there. Oh, I'm going to run the whole freaking way, 'cause this song kicks so much ass. I say I'm coming, baby. This shit is the jam, y'all. How did you fare? I thought there might be one or two lurking on the fringes. Nothing out of the ordinary for this area. I expected you to notice it yourself, but individually, these lesser sin eaters are no more deadly than any natural predator you might encounter in the desert. It's when they appear in numbers that they pose a threat. Much like the void scent, they have an unfortunate tendency to flock to the strongest of their kind. Thus, when a powerful sin eater goes on the hunt, it might be attended by a veritable swarm of weaker kin. Imagine an army of such creatures descending on a village or hamlet. That's the basic idea of behind my patrols. To cull the ranks often enough that their members won't be overwhelming when the big ones come out to play. And you certainly help on that front. Let's report our victories to the telescene, shall we? Yeah, this particular part's going to be pretty short because I don't want to lengthen out too long what is already pretty large. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually end it here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end this part here because this part is going to be basically connected to the original part that was already cut off. So yeah, guys, in the next one we'll be seeing what Alisaie's been up to outside of, you know, hunting down sin eaters and stuff on her own, and, you know, being the badass chick she is. And we'll see how she been missing your boy, Amon-Rellik the God Slayer. Amon-Rellik Gaming. I'm out.